There are two areas that should kind of characterize our focus: growth and learning, and then beyond that, growth and virtue.
When I think about Delone, I think of loyalty, faithfulness, and enthusiasm.
But one of the terms that you hear when you spend any time here at Delone Catholic is squire or squirehood. And this idea of a squire is very important to us. It helps to inform our identity. A squire, of course, is an understudy to a knight. And so our students, very much are squires. And they're squires with a view of becoming knights, right? So we're trying to equip our students with a sense of service to others, which is the hallmark of a knight.
This place is special because the students are invested. We don't have a large population, but we're able to be very active with our sports, with our productions, because the students embrace the opportunity to be involved and create their own community here within the building.
You feel that deep sense of community, you feel that stewardship for each other, for the world around us. You feel that sense of belonging, which I think is really important in today's world, and also instilling in them this sense of responsibility as they go out into the world and become our future leaders.
I think it's important to know that sending your students to Delone is not just a choice in education, it's a choice in education, it's a choice in your faith, it's a choice in how you want your student to be nurtured throughout their educational career. It's how you want your student to be prepared.
It's a community that welcomes all sorts of different people and really comes to know who you are.
At Delone Catholic, our motto is to be doers of the word. The rest of that scripture passage is, and not hearer.
I think you don't really understand the gifts of this community until you're really immersed in it.
There's nothing like Delone on a Friday night.
I think that there is a sense of pride and responsibility that when you put on a Delone Catholic sweatshirt, you put on a Delone Catholic uniform, you understand that with that comes a sense of responsibility, a sense of pride.
If you are feeling that nudge, you're probably on the right track to just send them, to try Delone.
My parents told me that I could go to any school I wanted, and I chose Delone because I knew it would be a good fit for me and my education.
I'm proud to say I go to Delone Catholic.
I'm absolutely proud to be an alumni. And that being said, I'm proud that my kids are going to be alumni someday.
The best way to inform your decision making is to come and see. Visit us. Every day is open house. We welcome you to come by and to learn more about us.
Once you're a squire, you're always a squire.
This is Joseph Shirillo, graduating class of 2020. Make sure I say person. I participate in the drama department, athletic, organized charity events, and many leadership roles. All these opportunities have prepared me for the next part of my life. Delone Catholic helped me to grow in my relationship with God, and now I invite you to join this amazing community.
To schedule a private tour and learn more about Delone Catholic High School, DeloneCatholic.org or call 717-637-5969. Delone Catholic, prepared to lead, prepared to serve, and prepared for life.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cedar Cliff High School in Camp Hill, PA. This is Danny Smith. I am here with George Nieder and Tony Weaver, and we have our intern Luke, who will be swapping off with my husband Bill Smith, who's out there on camera right now. If you're not here to join this rainy, snowy night, please know we are streaming from Wi-Fi, which you all know, having followed us, is not ideal. So we're doing the best we can. If we happen to drop the feed, we will upload the game in its entirety, but we're going to do everything we can to keep a live stream running for you. Also, watching, and we do happen to get the feed and we can't get it, go to the YouTube channel and check for the new feed, because when we drop a feed, it creates a new link. So what would a live stream be with DCBN without some challenges? We wouldn't know what to do if that didn't happen. So I am Tony and George have quite a bit to go over with what they're going over with you. Luke and I are going to throw some things up on the screen to thank our sponsors, thank our Squire Guild sponsors, and to let you know about things that are going on here at Delone. But the one thing I do want to mention to you, town play, that will be going on tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. We will get the times up on the screen for you. So just give me one moment while I hand things back over to Tony and George.
And good evening to Cedar Cliff High School. Tonight's PIAA football quarterfinal between the Squires and the Muncy Indians. I'm Tony Weaver. As Danny said, I'm with George Cedar. We'll call the game. The rest of the crew's here too. The Charter over in Phil. 28. And George, tonight we do have works. There's 21 minutes before the start of the action here at Cedar Cliffs, but nothing but setting us up.
The only thing we could ask for is if the and doesn't start back.
Yeah. Misty here right but I guess
camp call.
Give you the game, and like Danny said, we will later.
Tony, let's talk a little bit about this Squire team and how they got here. Let's talk about that district game.
They came back and got in and make it 14 late in the game, and York Catholic punted to them 6 minutes.
Yeah, a lot closer than had a plan, executed, but Coach Zortman's squad pulled that. Staub in that game, Tony, passes for 146 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ran for 100. And they got
to play Belmont Charter down in District 12 at Germantown Field down there in and a little bit, the game 20-minute delay
that we couldn't
do. Field would have helped. The press box, from what we there, tell us the press box wasn't anyway. Can score late in that. That was 22, and they're going to kick the field goal to have a kid. So,
myself and many others out there watched that game. Okay, and to go ahead, 11-yard touchdown with 18 seconds left, and we was in that victory. So he had a big game. Delone held on and had a at the end of the game.
Yeah, and it doesn't get any easier tonight. We got a kid named Austin Johnson, just 284 yards this week against Lackawanna Trail, 3 touchdowns, and they got over quarterback Styles our
these individuals. There is located on the west in the okay. Their hours are blue and 2 in the in football up there.
Yeah. I try to give you the individual 2,300 and 250. Does more than just play football. Warming up out.
He's a stud. There's no question. This year, and it starts
it's toughest test. These guys all placed up there. The winner, Westinghouse and Bishop Guilfoyle. Westinghouse is from District 8, and Bishop Guilfoyle from Altoona out of District 6. Whoever wins that game, whoever wins this game, plays next Friday or Saturday, to be determined by the PIAA.
This Muncy team, Tony, to point out, this group of seniors, they've been playing together for a long time, and they've had some heartbreak. They previously district finals, but this overwhelmed Canton, and they overwhelmed Line Mountain, outscoring them 38-20 to win championships.
Yeah. About them in the Williamsport Sun paper. They've been together, most started for 4 years now, and their team here, the other here tonight are Cam, Warmer, Paxton, Party, who's only a junior. He plays in the defense. You know, there's some names you're going to hear. Sean Tarrant leads the group. Like I said, we got about 15. They're trying to stay off the field here as long as they can. They were out. I think it was more of an abbreviation for both teams with the way the weather is. Now I don't think there is any rain there.
Well, we've got a turf field in great shape, so you know, battle the elements here. But right now it's not raining, and we're hoping that the wind gust isn't too bad. A really good game of tonight.
Well, off to our left, the flag. You know, it's I think you're say maybe 26-mile-an-hour gusts.
Yes.
But it's coming across the field. It's not really favoring anybody from end zone to end zone. It's more of coming from the visitor's sideline. Us here in the booth.
We talked about Delone's game last week against Charter. Last week in the Class A state playoffs for this game, Muncy, they beat Lackawanna Trail in an exciting game, 47-46 in a high-scoring affair. They went for 2 points, making it and moving on to the playoffs where they're now meeting Delone. They have averaged over 43 points a game in their last 3 games. This is a high-scoring outfit.
For the year, they averaged 48 points. They're giving up 18 points. They averaged 48 points. So there's been a lot of mercy rule games. I think where they had, like, I think the paper said 5 in a row.
Yeah.
So Delone's going to, you know, I think it comes down to whether they toss of the coin out there. We didn't see it. You know, they'll be out there and simulate that when both teams come out of the locker room here in about 14 minutes.
Well, they have this Muncy big time back, okay? Austin Johnson, number 2. He's very athletic. He's on a to wrestle athletic in the open field, and talking to these Delone coaches this week, as you and I have the opportunity to do. They know they have to stop him. They got to get around him, gang tackle him, and get him. So they work it out for him.
Now, he's not the only back they have in that backfield. They got Landon Warmer, too, who has 1,200 yards in the year. The paper described these guys as thunder and lightning up in Williamsport. And Warmer,
good athlete on his own. The Delone team cannot fall. He's rushed for over 1,000 yards this year himself.
1,200 yards, yeah. And the quarterback will run the ball, too. He's like 400 and some yards in the ground. He's over 1,000 yards passing. He don't throw the ball a lot. They average maybe 7 or 8 times. But if you read the Williams Sun-Gazette account of last week's game against Lackawanna Trail, they were down with 1 minute 10 seconds left and had the whole field to go, and he got down there on the pass. And the last one was a third pass to.
He's a really good athlete, Tony. He plays basketball on the basketball team. 2-year starter at quarterback in a run-oriented offense this year. He's passed for over 1,000 yards and has 15 passing TDs.
Yeah, what they'll run out of a slot formation, offset eye a lot of times, and there's even been once or twice in the back, 3 guys in the backfield, and put them both over the tackle and just blast him off tackle.
Yeah.
So Delone scouted this team. Now they have to go out and perform, and I think the way the weather is tonight, George, turnover are really going to play a key here, I think.
Tony, you mentioned that earlier. We came here, took a boy with the ball and fumbled it away a couple times for.
We can't have penalties either. I'm not sure where these refs are from. They're probably from a district, not in District 3 or District 4, so that they're assigned by the state assigner, Mr. Geppert. So we'll have to see what happens. I wanted, while we have a little lull here before the teams come out, say hello to Marty Clunk down there. He's watching, as always. Buzz Clunk up in New Jersey. He's probably tuned in. A lot of my family's watching too. A lot of your family's probably watching too.
Yeah, we're glad that we're able to bring this game to our viewers, Tony, because the elements being what they are, a lot of people can't stay outside in this damp weather.
It is a damp night out there. We're just walking behind the bleachers, like you said, it's colder than 4 degrees out there.
Tony, for our viewers out there, maybe we can go over the lineup for Delone.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, and let's start with the offense. The front line looks like Lee at tackle, J.D. Zig at guard, Jamie Aquino moved to center this week, and Chase Martin moves to guard, and Zeke for the tackle. I think you'll see Chris Cole and Logan Ford in there at split end, Caden Hicks at tight end. Zach Staub's the quarterback. He makes it go. He's the decision maker. He has to have a big game. Brandon Smith, Levi Hovenstein, and Brandon Clayball in that backfield, Tony. A trio of seniors in that backfield. And with Brandon Smith, no doubt, the lead back there.
Starting for Muncy up front is number 71, Nick Delaney, number 70, Kenneth Harp. He's going to be one name you hear all night on defense also. Center, number 67, Nick Lamper. Right guard, number 6, Lamper. Trossel's the center. Number 74 is the right tackle, Tyler. Then we go to the tailback. Johnson. Gavin Burrows will be a wide receiver. Jackson Durr will be a wide receiver. Another halfback is, and then Cameron Kammerer, one of the best tight ends in the state, we're told, will be in 89, and number 17, Styles Eiler. So there you're starting offensive lineups, and basically you're going to hear a lot of different teams defensively for both teams.
Yep. Defense, it looks like Caden Hicks at end, J.D. Zig at tackle, Levi Davenport at tackle, Levi Hohenstein at defensive end. Linebackers will line up as Braden Smith and Smillian. Chase Martin moves to inside linebacker. He's been playing down line the last couple of weeks. And Braden Clayball is the other secondary. Parker Hohenstein, Chris Cole, Logan Ford, and I think they'll sub in Chris Costello from time to time also.
And for Muncy, the defensive end, number 27, Lincoln Harris. Number 76, Nixon Lamper. At defensive tackle, number 70, Ken Harpy. At defensive tackle, number 66, Nasser Miller. At linebacker, number 7, Blaney. Another linebacker, they got number 2 in there, Austin Johnson, along with Warmer in there, number 12. Defensive backfield, the starting quarterback, Styles Eiler, plays defensive back, along with number 8, Dominic Gunardi. Number 6, Paxton Durr, and number 9, Carter Fiegels. So that's the starting lineups for both teams. Refs are out in the field now. Both teams are out there warming up. We should have the toss of the coin here directly.
Yep.
And we should be want to thank Annie and Bill Smith for all the work they do here to get us on the air.
Doesn't happen without them.
This is coming up here with the connection. We don't have Ethernet connection. Hopefully we get out all night long. Hopefully enjoys the broadcast. Judy and Mike, my niece and nephew, they're watching.
Well, one of these teams take a big step and move into the semifinals, Tony. We're going to soon start this game and find out who that's.
Yeah, the semifinal. I mean, there's only 8 teams left in the state in Class A. Rated number 6. The Lions rated number 7 in the state. What are they, George?
Well, Tony, we had the opportunity to see the stats of both teams to this point. We visited with the Delone coaching staff this week, Thursday, and the Delone coaches reinforced with us, what our takeaways were, that this Muncy High School football team is a solid senior team, dominated by seniors who've been playing together for 3 years. They've outstanding athletes at quarterback, running back, and tight end. but they love to run the ball. They pound the ball. They only average about 8 to 10 passes a game. They have a powerhouse running back by the name of Austin Johnson. We talked about him. And a great compliment to him, Landon Homer. Their quarterback's a senior, a 2-year starter. He, in a run offense, he's thrown over 1,000 yards with 15 TDs. I think it comes down to this, Tony. The Delone defense has their work cut out for them, and I think they need to get off blocks, and they've got to tackle well tonight. They must tackle well. That's a must. Can they contain and limit Muncy's outstanding running back, Austin Johnson, and at least contain him? That would be point number one.
Yeah, they really, that's got, and that, I think that was a point of Coach Zortman and his staff all week long. They're stepping up in class here tonight, and they're going to have to play their best. And hopefully they can pull something out of their hat.
We talked earlier, Tony, Delone shot themselves in the foot a couple of times last by mishandling the ball on offense, which killed some drives. Delone needs to handle the ball. You pointed it out, no turnovers tonight. Execute their offense. And I really think ball control by Delone's offense will be important. Time of possession, limiting Muncy's offensive possession.
The captains are meeting at the center of the field here, and when we were watching Muncy warm up there, I noticed that the quarterback took everything from under center, where our quarterback shotgun. So it's going to be very important to control that ball tonight. Let's see who gets this talk. It's already been Doss. They're just talking now and giving them the rules of the game right now. Go ahead, George.
Last week, Tony, on the trail high, gave Muncy fits with their wing tee.
Hold on a minute. Delone on the toss, and they had the second half, and Coach told me that was going to happen. So,
yeah, they gave Muncy fits running a wing tee offense like Delone runs. Can Delone execute their wing tee offense in a similar fashion? For Delone is Zach directs this offense. Tony mixing in
Zach Staub also. I think we're going to anthem here, so we'll back and we'll get started. Okay, we apologize. We don't have it set up to get to hear the national anthem, but we got some of it, and they actually had technical problems here getting the national anthem on the air. So we're ready to go here. Delone's going to kick off to the talented Muncy offense.
Tony, that final point on keys to the game, special teams, we always talk about that. Delone's got to be solid on special teams. We saw at the beginning of the year they were a little bit on the weak side. They did some work on them, and last several special teams for Delone have been much. They've got to hold up tonight.
Well, Landon Warmer going back deep here, along with number 6. He's Paxton Durr. So Durr and Warmer are back deep. They're two speedsters. Looks like a 5-2-2-2. Again, in the middle of the field's Nolan Cruz. Setting up here for the Squires. And we're ready to start this PIAA quarterfinal.
Well, we got a nice breeze going, Tony. With a good boot, he may be able to put this in the end zone.
Yeah, it's favoring that end zone just a little bit.
I hope he can.
He was practicing knocking him on the ground here earlier. Low line drive, skips. Picked up, brought up to the 20-yard line, and he's going to be tackled about the 30. And that was number 6, Paxton Durr. Ryan Smolian made the tackle, and here we go. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Iyer takes the play into the huddle. Double tight end with a little bit of a wing. Actually, the wing wasn't on the field. Here he comes. Number 42 lines up behind Triple I. Pitch to Johnson. He's hit and he's dropped for about 3 yards. I thought he was hitting the backfield, but he squirmed around there for 3.
But a good job there on the edge, setting the edge, Tony, getting that play cut back up inside. Okay, I do believe that might have been Hohenstein over there.
They put 3 backs in the backfield that time. Came with double tight.
Setting the edge was real important. And Delone did a pretty good job there.
Spread it out a little bit. Number 1, Burrows goes wide to the right, wide to the left. I'm sorry. Tight wing this way. Another give to Johnson. He breaks it up to about the 37-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 3. I think they're going to feed him the ball, George.
He'll have 25 carries tonight.
And actually, it's a long 3 out there. See if Delone can get their defense off the field, which is really a key to the whole thing here.
Yeah, this is key play here, Tony. Boy, you'd love to get a 3 and out. There's no question about that.
Tight wing to the left side, wide out to the right. I formation, motion. Johnson on a counter, and he breaks into the clear. They had him at the line of scrimmage, but he broke loose. Gets over at about the 47, 46-yard line of Delone Catholic, and they had him, George, but he has great legs, and he just busted 3.
That was Landon Warmer, Tony.
Oh, was it Warmer? I'm sorry. And a counter.
Number 12 on a counter coming back the other way. You're right, Tony. They had him there at the line of scrimmage, but he broke free and almost broke it for 6.
They did the eye counter, or scissors as it's called.
Predominantly a run-oriented team.
Give to the fullback. Trudges down to about the 40-yard line. Give him 6 yards on that. Let's see who carried that ball. That was number 2, Johnson.
Yep.
So Johnson's in the fullback position today.
Quick hitter right up the middle, Tony. Real quick hitter right up the middle. Pickup of about, what, 4?
They got
5?
6. No, they got 6. 2nd down and 4. Coming into the game with Paxton Durr, brings the play into the quarterback. Durr comes out here, slot over here to the right. Durr and Bowers over this way. That was a trap play to number 2, and he's going to get very close to the 1st down, but I think he's going to be a yard or 2 short.
Austin Johnson on that carry, Tony.
Yeah, a little bit of a trap up the middle, and going to be 3rd down and 2.
No question that if they get stopped here, they'll probably, this is 4 down territory.
Yeah, now it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if they'd have stopped them the last time on the other side of the 50, might have been a different story. But yeah, with the way they're running the ball. Up the line of scrimmage again. Tight, a split wing over this way.
No surprise there.
Is that Johnson?
Johnson again, Tony.
Johnson inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, that's 5 carries for Johnson, Tony. No big surprise here. We knew they would feed him the ball. I said he'd have 25 carries. He's already got 5.
5 carries for him and 1 carry for Warmer.
Yep. Yep.
I'm not sure they're going to change anything here.
Yep.
Split wing left, I formation behind quarterback. Motion across. And they go up the middle again, and that time he's dropped right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard gain. Got him low that time. 2nd down and 9.
Chase Martin in there on that tackle, Tony. That was a good tackle at the line of scrimmage from his linebacker position, number 59. And that's what you want to try and do, get them in 2nd and long.
Yeah, put him behind the chains a little bit, 2nd and long, and then make a decent stop here in 3rd.
Yeah.
We watched their field goal kicker, and he's pretty good from, like, I'd say 40 in.
Yep, I agree.
Quick pass out to the flat. Durr's out there, he has it. He's inside the 15, inside the 10, still on his feet. Dropped it about the 8-yard line.
Well,
so they went the pass. Quick pass out to Durr.
Yeah. Delone playing way off that 2nd receiver, Tony. It was just an easy pitch and catch.
They're going to call it the 9-yard line, 1st and goal at the 9.
Looks like Wes Smuts, S-O-M-I-T-S, is in there at fullback.
Power eye.
Number 42. And he gets the carry.
I think that was Johnson, wasn't it?
No, 42.
Oh, Warmer, okay,
Yeah.
number 12. He gets to the 6. Pretty tough to see 2 and 12 out there.
Yeah.
You can't see that other. We're looking through windows tonight. We're not.
And they're not the cleanest windows.
Yeah, we don't have the view that we usually have. Thank God our camera guys decided to stand outside. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Luke.
Warmer on the wing.
Again, the give to number 2, Johnson. And he stopped for a little bit of a loss now, 3rd and 6.
Yeah, that's a really good tackle coming up there. I'm trying to get the number. Brian Smuian, I think it was, Tony, made that tackle, 17 from his inside linebacker position. And that's really good defense on a really good back, making that tackle at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal to 6. Much going in there. Half the quarter gone already on this drive.
Well, this is a time-consuming drive, that's for sure. Delone stiffens up here. Let's see what they can do here on 3rd down.
Trips over this way. Shotgun. Pistol formation. Back to throw. Looking. Ball's loose. Up.
Yes. That ball was fumbled.
Quarterback fumbled the ball, and Delone picked it up, so they avoid a big play there by Muncy and get the ball at the 20-yard line.
I think it might have been Levi Hohenstein. I'm not sure, coming from his defensive end side with a big hit. We got the ball covered.
I think Clayball got the fumble recovery.
It was Parker who made the initial hit, or Levi Hohenstein rather.
See what Delone can do offensively now, and
protection broke down there pretty quick. He was looking for somebody. Pretty good coverage out here for Delone. Made him hold the ball just a little bit too long.
Squires give the ball to Levi Hohenstein. He breaks it up to about the 25-yard line or 24-yard line on that. I guess officially we're going to have to give him 4.
Pretty good game. 1st down, that's what.
2nd and 6.
But
so Delone dodged the foot there.
They took 9 minutes off the clock in that drive, Tony.
and with trips on this side. Again, give up the middle, maybe the 26-yard line. Going to bring up a big 3rd and 4 for the Squire. See where they mark it. Yep, right at the 26-yard line. Yards. Third and 4 for the Squires. Again, Delone shifts over the tight end and wing back. Quick pass out here to the flat. Nice tackle on Logan Ford by number 11 for
Landon Wilmer. No,
I don't have number 11.
I don't have 11.
Number 11 made that tackle, so Delone's going to have to punt the ball away, gaining 6 yards. We're down to 4 minutes here in the first quarter left.
Well, a good tackle, but I don't have a number 11 either.
Back to receive for punting is number 12, Landon Wilmer. For Delone Catholic is number 22, Brady Smith.
Punts high in the air, not going very far. It takes a Delone bounce, though, inside the 40, down to the 35, 34, and that's where it's going to be downed. So back to their own 34-yard line where Muncy's going to have their second possession with 3:33 left here in the first quarter.
Just to back up there, Tony, number 11 that made that fine tackle on 3rd down, number 11, Nathan Rogers from his cornerback position, a sophomore.
Yeah, that was a great tackle because if you don't get him, Delone's at least going to pick up the first down.
Yep.
So Muncy takes back over after having the ball for over 6 minutes the first time they had it. Ended on a quarterback fumble as he was sacked. They come out with a slot to the left, I'm sorry. Counter play. Great block at the line of scrimmage. That's Wormer, and he gets up to the 45-yard line. That was number 70 with that block out there.
Well, we said Landon Wilmer was a great compliment to Austin Johnson, and you're seeing it, Tony. He's a good runner in his own right.
They run that counter on Hamphy with a great block, number 70, on the corner out here to spring him. Gets him 21 yards to the 45-yard line of the Squires. 1st and 10. Slot left again, I formation. Tight end going to the other side. Give up the middle. Breaks into the clear. That was Johnson, 20-yard line. He 25 more.
Quick hitter there, by Johnson, Tony. That quick hitter up the middle.
Yeah, I'm not even sure it's a trap. It looks more like a dive. I didn't see the guard's point.
I didn't think so either. I think it was just a quick hitter.
1st and 10. Muncy at the 20-yard line.
Tony, they've got him as the first man in the eye. That, and it's a quick hitter.
Another counter. Wormer gets down inside the 20 to about the 15-yard line. Give him 5.
Good job by coming off the block and making that tackle, because I thought he had the corner. JD ran him down from behind.
So Muncy's knocking on the door again here. No score here with 2:35 left here in the first quarter.
A very efficient rushing attack.
Our brings him up to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to stay with this formation, George.
Yeah, Johnson's first man in the eye there, Tony, again.
Tight end again moves over to the left side. Give to Johnson.
Yep, first man in the eye, and he's into the hole in quickly.
Runs it down to the 9-yard line. It's going to goal at the 9-yard line.
Nothing fancy there, Tony. Just straight on blocking,
yeah, they're just
man on man, and seeing who's pushing who.
And we're down under 2 minutes now.
You almost wonder if they're going to put him in the first man in the eye. Maybe Delone would jump into a 6-man line.
He's first man in the eye again. Yep. Slot over to the left. Second back. Tight end this time comes over to the right. Again, another quick hitter.
Yep,
and he's going to be jumping into the end zone from 9 yards out. So with 38 left here in the first quarter, Johnson on a 9-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, let's see how Delone can react to that, Tony, what adjustments they can make. They've got him with a quick man in the eye, and he is just tearing him up right now. I've got him for 8 carries so far in this game.
Number 30, Alston Hartzell will do the kicking for Muncy. Snaps a little bit down, kicks it up, and it's good. Nothing, Muncy. So Delone's going to have to try to respond here. So Delone turns Muncy away the first time they have the ball, and Muncy got it right back after a 3-and-out by Delone and took it right down the field to put it in the end zone to make it 7-0.
Well,
so it's gut check time here for the Squires early in this game.
Nothing fancy there, Tony. Just blasting straight ahead.
Blasting straight ahead.
With the first man in the eye.
Either giving it to him or taking it back and giving it to Warmer counter. Now they're going to set up here in the right hash to kick this off.
Well, we talked about special teams. Let's see if Delone can get something special here.
Back deep. Let's see. I can't get the numbers out there, George. I got the. Is that Levi over here on this side, or is that Smith? Bounce up. Smith takes it. Gets a little bit of room outside. He's up to the 30. Oh, he trips. 30-35 till he's knocked down there. Give him up to about the 35-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10. Looks like he lost his footing around the 25-yard line.
That contained man from Muncy got just enough of it to trip him up a little bit. Pretty good field position.
35-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Squires.
Well, the Squires have to get something going here on their own with their offense.
This pass is stalled. He's under a little bit of pressure. He looks out the side here, throws it, can't get it out there to that was Levi Holton. He tried to get it to under good pressure there by number 27, like there, Lakin Harris.
Pretty good coverage in the secondary by Muncy, Tony. Looked like they had everybody covered. And Zach, not a whole lot of options there.
Thanks, Buzz, for your comment. Squires bring it up. Double wing for the Squires. There's a pitch. Cuts back up the middle. Holtenstein's not going anywhere.
Yeah, pretty good.
Oh, that was Smolyan, numbers 2017.
Yeah, pretty good flow by the defense there, Tony. Reacting very, very well.
Clock running. We're down to a minute left here in the first quarter.
And they don't want to.
3rd down, 12. You don't want to turn it right back over here.
No.
Slot over to the right side. Back to throw Staub. Has a man down the field wide open. It's caught. 1st down for the Squires at the 50-yard line. Was that Ford over there or Cole? Logan Ford. He was wide open.
He was wide open, Tony. There was a breakdown in the coverage in the second. He was wide open. If he could have stayed
bounds, he'd had a touchdown.
He'd had a touchdown. Big play for Delone because the last thing you want to do is give that right ball back to a red-hot offense.
2 backs back there now with Stahl backfield. New formation for the Squires here. There's a give to, I thought I saw a face mask out there, but he's going to get at least 2 yards out. Getting in territory for the first time tonight to the 8-yard line. Now, see if Delone lets the clock run down here in the first.
Nicholas Delaney on that tackle, Tony. He's a junior, 6'1", 210.
Looks like he's going to try to run a play before the quarter runs out here.
Yeah, Mike.
Counter. Looks like they were ready for that one.
Yeah, I think they had some film on that one.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter with the score Muncy 7, Delone Catholic nothing.
Yeah, Johnson coming up from his linebacker position, number 2, sitting and waiting on that counter.
So that's going to take us into the second quarter here. Delone's going to have the ball on their own 49-yard line. Need 11 yards for a first down on third. PIAA, everybody get warm. 7-0 Muncy. Delone dodged the ball at the. He had the ball by getting a fumble, and they picked up first down. Their first down from Staub to number 9 Ford. So ball on the 49-yard line here to start the second quarter. Smillian brings the play in. Slot to the left side. Tight end this way. 2 backs in the backfield with Staub.
She'll step in.
Well, I don't think the chains were marked properly. Now we're ready to go. No, maybe not. Little discussion there from the referees. Now I think we're ready to go. Crowded press tonight, George.
Yeah, it is.
3 newspapers. Now, again, what's going on here? It's third down, people. It's third down. Believe the scoreboard is third down. They've finally made it third down.
There we go.
Got it right now. Staub gets it. Reverse. Smillian trying to get to the sideline, but he's not going to get there.
They got
going to pick up a yard, but I think now I saw it twice now. That had to be a face mask.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're going to get a face mask on Muncy there.
Yeah, they got it. Face mask. That was pretty obvious. It came right towards our camera. I think everybody Delone saw that one.
Well, that's a big break for Delone because
it is a big break.
Pretty well defensed by Muncy there, Tony, on the edge.
Was greatly defensed. Just a 5-yard face mask? In high school, there's a 5-yard face mask? Huh. It still stays third down, I guess. You don't lose the down on that, I guess, George, so it stays third down.
How about that?
I didn't know they had 5-yard face masks. Staub's calling the play.
5 yards and replay the down, huh?
Yeah, we'll take that.
Third and 4 here.
A bunch set to the left side, split out here to the right. Staub back to throw, gets it out to the flat, throws it over the head of Logan Ford, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Let's see what Coach Zortman does here.
Well, Logan Ford had a step on that defender. That pass had.
Well, I think he got rid of that a little too early. He had a little bit more time than he thought. Staub going over to get the call. I think Delone almost has to go for this, George. It's going to be very tough stopping that running game of Muncy. Whether they got to go 54, 56 yards or if they got to go 90 yards.
Yeah.
Delone's going to go for it. Trips over this way. Oh, Staub throw. I think it might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage.
He had him, Tony.
Had him on a slant, and I think it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Again, I thought he threw the ball a little quick there.
Yeah.
He had a little more time to throw that than he thought he did. And Muncy's going to take over at their own 44-yard line. 1st and 10. So Delone's going to have to call in their defense here to try to stop this powerful running game from Muncy.
Well, Tony, it looks like they've got the fullback right into that B gap real quick.
Yeah.
Delone's going to have to step up in there and stuff that. Let's see what they do here defensively. They put 6 men on the line of scrimmage.
They gave it to Warmer that time, and he breaks it into the clear. It's going to be tough catching him. He's down the 40, 30-yard line. He's still on his feet inside the 20, down to about the 15-yard line.
A fine runner in his own right, that's for sure.
That was a 39-yard run, a 41-yard run down to the 15-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10. And George, everybody flies to Johnson, and they ran that counter right behind him.
Yep.
That was Warmer ran that one.
Yeah.
Johnson, the fullback tonight. Back to throw.
He's got him wide open on the flat.
Throws to Johnson out here. Johnson's hit. Breaks into the end zone for the touchdown. 15-yard pass play with 10:49 left here in the first half. Johnson, 15-yard pass.
Well, he broke out on the flat, Tony. Nobody was there, and he broke about 3 tackles and made it look absolutely easy going into the end zone standing up.
Hartzell will try to make it 14, keep him on the 7s here. High snap. Hartzell kicks it. It looks good. It is.
We got flags down, though.
Flags all over the place out there. Offsides, Delone Catholic. Well, they can refuse that and get the.
They may move it down to the goal line, Tony, and just run their fullback up.
No, they're going to kick it again.
Yeah.
I thought maybe they could decline it, but maybe they can't. Maybe it was a dead ball foul. And that one's good. 14 Hartzell kicked. 14-0 Muncy. Going to be up to Delone to get something going here and keep it going. Here in the second quarter with 10:49 left here before halftime.
Well, Landon Womer, Tony, with a big run there to change the field position on that last possession for Muncy. Okay.
Yeah, and if on first down there, it only took them 3 plays to get into the end zone.
Yeah.
So I think Delone can get some people open on their pass patterns, but Zach's going to have to settle down a little bit and take his time and throw the ball.
Take a little more time throwing the ball.
Another low line. Oh, the ball. See who got that was a low liner into the Delone lineman. Sue comes up with it. Delone has it, so they're going to get the ball in real good field position at the 45-yard line. Chase Martins recovered it, but he looks like he might be shaken up out there.
Yeah, somebody's down for Delone.
Well, it's 59. Is that Chase?
Yeah.
He recovered the ball. The ball smacked him right.
Well, we hope he's okay, that's for sure. Delone very fortunate to retain possession of that ball.
I'm not sure it was a kick that was supposed to be onside, but it was driven right into the up guy for Delone, and Martin alertly fell on the ball there to give Delone really good field position up here at the 45-yard line. Actually, the 46. $14-0 Muncy leads here. 10:46 left here in the first half. Chase getting up. At least they got him sitting up now. And anytime, as Coach Zortman told us earlier in the year, anytime anybody goes down, you lose 2 positions, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, Chase playing inside linebacker and also offensive guard.
So hopefully the Danny, we're getting some reports that we're freezing up. Some of the.
That could be on our end or their end.
Okay. Could be. We're seeing it okay here, but.
Well, he's walking gingerly, but the good news is he's walking off.
Yeah, he's walking off, and the ball's in the 46-yard line. The Squires take over. Let's see if Coach Zortman can dial up something here.
Yeah, well, got a little bit of a break here. I want to do a shout out to Mark Looking Bill, who I talked to today. Hope Mark's doing well this evening, and told me he enjoys the broadcast and he'd be watching this evening. Very important Delone get something going.
Yeah,
here,
they got to get something going. They alone in the backfield, Staub.
They're spreading things out here.
Spread out. Staub gets it quick out to Cole. Cole gets a little bit of running room, and he's going to get over the 49-yard line of Muncy. Give him 5 yards on that.
Good pickup on
second
first
and
down.
5. So Squires have no answer for the Muncy offense right now. So they're going to have to your point, George, control the ball a little bit here and get something on the board.
Time of possession is very important.
2 backs in the backfield. Pitch out to Smith. He's not going to go anywhere. He's back a yard.
Paxton Durr, Tony, he's a senior. He's a cornerback. He came up real quick on that play and made the tackle, but he broke the play up, that's for sure. Number 6 for Muncy. Delone actually lost yardage on that play.
Yeah, ball's right on midfield. They lost a yard. 9:30 here before halftime. Stalled back. It's out the flat. First down into the clear. Might be a touchdown for Delone. Who is that?
Might be Chris Cole, number 9.
Was it 9? It was either 9 or 8. I can't say, but it's a touchdown, a 50-yard touchdown pass for the Squires, so they answer back.
I don't know if it was Logan. Logan Ford?
I think it was Ford.
Logan Ford.
Ford, 50-yard pass from Staub.
Well, he got a good block downfield, Tony, and broke it to the outside and raced it into the end zone. And then Delone had to come back there and
they had to get something.
Couldn't turn the ball back over to this Muncy offense.
14-6 right now, and Cruz will try to make it 14-7. Ball's down, the kick is up, and it's good. Comes 14-7 as Delone. And I'm sorry about the delayed call there. The windows here. It's a little tough seeing out of. So he hit Cruz in the flat on a little slant. And, hit Ford on a little slant there, and Ford made a nice move.
Yeah, good pass.
And then used his speed to take it 50 yards into the end zone.
Good pass by Zach. Picked up a nice block downfield, Tony. Broke it to the outside and won the race to the end zone.
So a little bit of a ray of hope here for the Squires as they make it 14-7 with 9:11 left here in the first half.
Yeah. Tony, we didn't get a chance to see any film on Muncy, you and I. But
well, just a little bit, but not a lot.
Aren't you a little surprised that they have Johnson, the first man in the eye?
Yeah, he was tailback all year, and they moved him in, and they wanted both him and Warmer in the game and carrying the ball. And they haven't done anything. Well, they slipped Johnson out to the flat here, but.
Yeah.
So let's see, Warmer and it was Durr earlier back here, and that's who it is, back deep. Cruz in the middle of the field lines it up. He approaches the ball. He drives it deep. It's coming down to Durr at the 5, 10. He's at the 15, tries to cut it outside, and he's still on his feet. Somehow he's on his feet and gets to the 26-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for Muncy.
Parker Hohenstein on that tackle, Tony, sophomore.
Johnson's a little slow getting up there, number 12. Warmer, number 12.
Almost looked like he was going to break out of the pack there.
Yeah, and then Delone must pulled him down. But so 9:03 left here. Squires on the board now, 14-7. So it looks like Delone might have to go through the air here.
Well, first thing they got to do, Tony, is find an answer for this offense.
Find an answer for that. Delone up close to the line of scrimmage. Again, that was the counter. Warmer breaks free again. He's drugged down after a gain of about 7.
Colin Redding in there, Tony. Freshman, he's playing linebacker. Now, he hurt his arm earlier in the year.
Oh, is he back?
He's coming off an injury, but number 11's in there at middle linebacker, Tony. We didn't know if we would see him tonight.
Yeah, I didn't know. Nobody told us.
But trying to come through with that after that terrible elbow injury. This is the first action I think we've seen him.
We've seen him all year, since then, yeah.
So he's back. Delone looking for some answers in the middle of that defense.
Second down, let's call it 5.
Delone with about 7 men up at the line of scrimmage.
Fullback Johnson, he didn't get the first down. He's going to be just a yard short.
Yep.
Well, Delone's selling out now just to stop the run. I mean,
Smalley and Colin Redding both in there on that tackle.
Call it 3rd and 1 here at the 35-yard line.
Yeah.
Under 8 minutes now.
Yeah. Yeah, you know. From what we've seen, Tony, Delone's going to have to crowd that line of scrimmage and get beat by the beat us by the pass because
they're getting bludgeoned at the
point of attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the point of attack.
And the splits for the line there, they're just toe to toe. They're just coming right at you. Again, this time Delone makes a great tackle.
He did not get it.
No, he didn't. No, he lost a yard.
Lost the yard.
That might be a punting formation for Delone stops him. They tried the counter that time, and
Delone defense steps up in a big time play with 7:11 to go. That's a big stop for this Delone defense.
Number 1, Gavin Barrows is their punter, and I'm sure Coach Zortman's over there say, "Do not jump."
Nope. Stay put. They're going to do some hard counts. You got to stay put.
Bad snap, but he low line punt.
And might as well just
get out of the way now.
Get out of the way.
Ball's going to drop dead at the 25-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10 Delone. So Delone stops for the second time, 1 on a fumble and 1 on downs here.
Well, I know Braden Clayball wanted to run that back, but it was a good decision to get away from it. Okay.
It was making too many crazy bounces.
Yeah, he didn't get a good bounce. So let's see what the Delone offense can do after a big defensive stop, which was much needed for sure. So it was the first 3 and out.
Staub has trips over to the left side. Staub back to throw. Quick pass out in the flat. Again, it's Ford. Ford's going to get a couple yards, not as many as he got the last time, though. Give him 2 yards on that. 2nd down and 8.
Well, good reaction by the secondary.
Maybe
Muncy.
even 3 yards. I might have.
But I'm inclined to believe what you're saying, Tony. I think this Delone team's going to have to pass this ball to stretch this defense a little bit, and then maybe they can attack it with some of those counters.
6:15 left here. Delone, give him 3 yards on that. 2nd down and 7. A quick pass, and he got it out in the flat again. Going down the sidelines of Squires at the 10, and he's tackled, and the ball's dropped. Delone dropped the ball. Caden Hicks had it, and he fumbled the ball.
What a turnover that was.
At the 3-yard line, it was picked up by...
Well, that's a turnover. That's a big one, Tony.
That is a big one, and they're going to take over at the 16-yard line, and was that Caden Hicks that caught that ball? Number 6? Huh? Hohenstein caught the ball. Levi Hohenstein caught the ball down the sideline, was tackled and fumbled at the 4-yard line.
Got stripped from behind, Tony.
So a big play for the Squires. It's their first turnover.
Yep.
Stops a touchdown just like the turnover for Muncy stopped their touchdown.
Well, I think you're going to see some more passing. I think that's going to loosen up this defense for Muncy. Very important for this defense for Delone to step up right here.
Quarterback's going to take it wide. He has a lot of yards. He gets down the sideline. He gets pushed out of bounds. Let's see where. Up around the 30-yard line somewhere, I think. Call it the 29 first down for Muncy.
Well, Delone came crashing in off that side, Tony, and tried to take away that dive play.
Well,
gave up
like
the
you said,
edge.
you got to take away the dive, and there's going to be some counter plays off that. Quarterback keeping it. Little pass out to the flat, like scored a touchdown for him.
I think you can see the speed of Styles Eiler, Tony. Good speed getting to the corner. He's a really good athlete, that's for sure.
Coming back with a split wing this way, I formation. Going to throw it out to the flat, and out there again was number 12 Johnson. He's brought down by number 22 for the Squire Smith.
Landon Wilmer, Tony.
Oh, Warmer. I'm sorry. Yeah, 2's Johnson. 12.
Yeah, just had a step on the defensive man and lofted it over his head.
Out to the 42-yard line where it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, he slipped out to the flat, Tony, and we just were trailing him. We need to cover him a little bit tighter.
So Delone's going to have to let that fumble get out of their heads and start.
Next play.
Yep, next play you got to go right to the next play. Split wing over to the right side. Squires up to the line of scrimmage. There's that counter play again. And again, it's going to be dropped. Johnson's not. That time Johnson was the tailback, George.
Yeah. But good job, Tony, by number 26, Braden Clayball, setting the edge on this side and squeezing it down inside where the defensive pursuit could come hard. There were a lot of Delone bodies around that ball carrier, and that's what you want to see.
Becomes 2nd and 10. No gain on that. We got to watch now. They put Johnson back at tailback. It's hard telling 12 and 2. Johnson's at tailback again.
Yeah, you got 2 and 12, but he's a tailback position now. He's not the first man in the eye. Yep.
Give to him again up the middle, and he's going to be dropped at about the 46, and it's going to bring up a big 3rd and 5, maybe 6.
Yep. It's a big play here, Tony.
Clock running. We're down to 4:15 left here before half. The Indians 14, the Squires 7.
You want to let that play go. You want to forget about it. Yeah. But it was a big play.
It was a big play. It was a 60-yard play, but a fumble at the end, and picked up by Muncy, and they brought it back to the 15, and they're in their drive now.
Paxton Dirk coming in, bringing the play in, number 6.
3rd down and 6.
Goes out to the wide right.
Back to throw. He might take off with it. He sees the flag, and he has the 1st down. He gets up to the 46-yard line, just enough for the 1st down, 2 yards above the sticks. And that might have been planned. He saw that sticks, and he took off.
Well, he was looking for Johnson, I think, on the flat, Tony, but he was pretty well covered. But he broke containment, and he took it.
Yeah. 3:41 left now. 14-7. Remember, Delone gets the ball coming out here in the second half.
Be a big victory if Delone could get a stop here, Tony.
Warmer across the back. Give to Johnson.
Breaks it outside.
Breaks it outside. Breaks it back inside. Breaks it across. What a run. He's going to be drugged down about the 15-yard line, but what a run by Johnson.
Zigzagging his whole way. Good field vision, that's for sure.
And we haven't had a flag here the whole time, have we?
No. Well, we've had one on the extra point.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think we've had one. Oh, we had a face mask.
Yeah, the face mask. Ball down at the 16-yard line. 3:15 left here. We got to watch. They put another fullback in and put Warmer on the wing. Now, Warmer just came out of the game, number 12. Now, let's see. Johnson is a tailback now, right?
Yep.
It's really tough seeing through windows. Give to the fullback up the middle, and he's not going anywhere. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage.
Caden Hicks, Tony, from his defensive end position, came crashing down, made a good tackle there.
That was number 42 carrying the ball. Do we?
Wes Smotes.
Yeah, Wes Smotes.
He's a junior, number 42.
Warmer back into the game.
A lot of times he's the first man in that eye, Tony, number 42.
What do we have there, George? Probably 100 yards, too.
Johnson's got 145 on 14 carries. I said he'd have 25 carries.
Shotgun.
Look like somebody.
Back to throw. Lofts it into the corner, not there. The receiver wanted holding, but is not going to get it.
Backfield. him down. Coverage by the Delone defense, and we're going to move to
big 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10, and Delone needs to get a
run it. I'll tell you what, though, looking over the crowd, it's a crowd that I thought would be here on this frigid night.
Well, here we go, 3rd and 10.
Shotgun again for our motion.
Johnson coming the other way.
And he's hit, but he breaks another tackle. Was there a flag there late? He goes 15 yards for the touchdown on a counter play. They faked it up the middle and then gave it to Johnson coming around back to the right, and he breaks it into the end zone for the touchdown with 2:01 left here in the 3rd quarter, in the 2nd quarter.
Not only did he break it into the end zone, I think he broke 5 tackles on that run.
20-7. Johnson on a 15-yard run.
Little counter coming back the other way.
The kick is no good.
Blocked by Delone. And Delone seemed to get a really good jump off that right side there.
So it's 20-7 now. Delone with 2 minutes to do something here before half, and all 3 timeouts remaining.
Yep. Well, you can see the runner he is, Johnson. He just great balance with his feet.
And it was a great drawn-up play too.
Yeah.
He was at out here in the left, not wing, but like behind the tackle.
3 receivers to the left.
3 receivers, and he was one of them. And he came back after they faked it up to the left side. They gave it to him coming back underneath the quarterback, and he just it's hard bringing him down one-on-one.
Yep. Yep. You got to get a lot of guys around him quickly.
So Delone's going to have to answer again. They're down 20-7 here with 2:01 left in the 2nd quarter. Delone almost scored the last time they had the ball. 60-yard pass play, fumbled at the 3.
Well, they got 3 timeouts. Let's see what they can do. They showed they can move the ball through the air. Let's see what this
I'd
Delone offense can do.
make sure this Muncy team kicks it away. Yeah. They've been banging it into the front guy here, trying to low kicks. This time, another low kick. Ball's on the ground again, but it's covered by Delone at about the 32-yard line. Who got that for Delone?
Levi
Hohenstein recovered it. So Delone's going to take over at the 32-yard line. See if they can do anything. 1:59 left, only 2 seconds off the clock there. Delone does get the ball coming out, so if they can double up here.
That would be the perfect scenario.
Staub in the backfield. Give to Smith. Smith looked like he lost his footing again in the backfield there, and he's going to lose a yard. What you don't want to do is give this ball back to Muncy here.
It'd be very interesting here if Delone doesn't pick anything up here.
If Muncy calls a timeout.
Muncy's going to call timeout.
One back there with Staub. Takes it. Looking down the field. Throws it out to the flat. Smith is wide open.
Got something set up
over the 40. Has the first down. He's still on his feet to about the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for Delone. They're going to mark him at the 45. Nice play call there by Coach Zortman. Clock's going to start running. Delone still has 3 timeouts left. Even if they can get a field goal attempt here, it would be big.
It would be big. Let's see if we get out of that huddle. We need a timeout after this play.
Staub takes him up to the line of scrimmage. We're right at 1 minute. There's the snap. Pass over the middle, but it's not there. Hicks can't control it, and it falls incomplete, so that saves a timeout. So Delone, after doing nothing the first 2 times they have the ball, have started to move the ball a little bit, but
yeah. Muncy looks pretty content to pressure with 4 defensive linemen, and everybody else seems to be dropping off.
Staub back to throw. Has a long pass out there. Oh, almost picked off and then almost back in the hands of not sure if that was Cole.
Chris Cole, I think, Tony.
Yeah, it was Chris Cole, yes.
Yeah.
Broken up nicely and almost called.
Kind of break that Delone needs, a little bit of a bounce into his hands.
Clayball brings the call into the huddle.
Yeah, it looks like Muncy's dropping off with 7 people in coverage.
Stalled back to throw. Has a man in the flat. Can't get it to him. Looked like he had Cole open here at about the 45-yard line coming underneath.
Yeah.
Delone's going to have to punt this ball away and hope Muncy. And they're putting Warmer back deep. Yeah. Nice hot punt. Ball's going to roll down inside the 10-yard, right at the 10-yard line. 35 seconds left. Let's see if Muncy's content to go in with a 7 lead. Halftime, we'll give it back to you, right, Danny?
Yes, sir.
We're going to give it back to Danny.
Well, 35 seconds to go. You don't want to give anything up.
No, and I'm sure pay for that. First and 10 at the outside the 10-yard line. They have all timeouts left too.
He's looking to see where Johnson is. Looks like he's the second man in the eye.
Tight end goes to the other side. Up the middle. And he's tackled out around the 25-yard line. A quick timeout by Muncy with 28 seconds left. Was that Johnson that carried the ball?
Johnson again.
28 seconds remaining. That's first timeout.
I was going to say about 175 yards. How many carries?
16. He's getting 11 a carry.
Yeah.
What's Warmer have? Johnson unofficially, what are we having for? 16 carries, 175 yards?
176 yards.
So he's come as advertised. 28 seconds left.
He's just got great balance, Tony. He's strong. He doesn't go down. You hit him. Maintains his balance. You got to get around him quick with a lot of people.
Come up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like we got a shotgun formation here. Pistol set. Back to throw. Looks down the field. He's in a little bit of pressure. Long pass down the field. It's caught out here by Durr at the 36-yard line.
Well, again, Tony Delone had somebody in the backfield that couldn't corral the quarterback. They had him pressured. They really need to make that play.
And he just threw the ball up there. And
quarterback keeps the play alive and finds his receiver downfield.
So one more timeout left. They just take their second timeout. They moved the ball from the 10-yard line up here to the 36-yard line of Delone with 19 seconds left.
Let's keep in mind this kicker's probably got a range from 40 to 45 yards.
Yeah, they need probably down to the 25 here to give him a shot. So they need probably 11 more yards to get in field goal range. But anytime they give it to Johnson, he can take it to the house from anywhere. So you're not sure they're going to throw the ball.
Important for Delone to pick their heads up here, Tony, and get a stop. They're only down 20-7. They get the ball coming out at halftime.
Yeah, they seem to be a little down since the fumble.
Yeah. Really important to get a stop here.
Only one more timeout left for Muncy. Muncy goes trips. Single guy in the backfield. Guess who that is?
Johnson.
Back to throw. A little bit of pressure this time. Again, Auer gets outside. Going to run it. He's drugged down at about the 24. That's not a first down. Clock's going to run with 6.9 seconds left. And they used their last timeout with 6.9 seconds left here, and the ball on the 26, which would make it a 43-yard field goal if they try it.
Looks like the 29-yard line, Tony.
I'm sorry. That's right. Like I said, these.
Be about 45-yarder.
Yeah, and it's second down. They didn't get the first on that. And again, Delone had a guy in the backfield. Auer made a real nice move right and got around for 7 yards.
Yeah, you can see how elusive he is. He's a good athlete. He's a star basketball player for this Muncy team in the basketball season. He's a good athlete.
Hello back from Florida. People down there just tuned in. From New Jersey, we got the a lot better right now. Thanks, Danny. Let's see what Muncy comes up with here. There's no timeouts left. If they run the ball and don't get in, the time's going. He's up under center.
Gotta watch the tight end here too, Tony.
There's a pitch to Johnson. They're just gonna. Oh, what do we do?
Offsides.
Offsides Delone.
Offsides Delone.
So now they're going to bring the field goal kicker in, it looks like. They got it's a first down. And the ball's at the 24. It's going to make it a 41-yard field goal, George, or a 40-yarder. Now you got to watch it. The quarterback's the holder. Kicks looks long enough.
Off to the side.
Off to the left here. No good. With 2 seconds left, Delone's going to take over. So Delone dodges a bullet there. 20-7. Delone gets the ball. They get the ball coming out, so I don't know if Coach will do anything.
No, I think we'll just sit on it and go in and talk about how we're going to pull defense together if we can. You can put people in position, Tony. You can call the right defensive formation, but you still got to make the tackles.
Yeah, and well, the defense has been in position to make tackles.
Yeah, he's just breaking them.
I mean, soon you got to dip your head a little bit to the talent out there. Delone comes out wide outs here. Staub takes the ball. Quick pass across the middle. That's going to be incomplete. No flag out there, and that's going to be the halftime score, 20-7. We'll be back right after halftime. I'm going to turn it over to Danny Smith now. She'll give you some stuff going on here. We'll be back, cap the first half, and bring you the second half in a couple minutes.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for hanging in there with us. We have about a 2.5 minute delay, which isn't our normal. We're normally operating on a 15 to 20 second delay, so I appreciate everyone for their understanding and hanging in there and letting us know how we're doing. So very much. And I do want to give a huge shout out to Luke for making the trek up here to help us with today, and also his mom for making sure he got here. Huge thank you to George and possible. We couldn't and wouldn't be here without them. Also to the parents and the AD and the cheerleaders and everybody who's out here sitting in the stands, and congratulate Muncy on an amazing first half. They're doing terrific, so hopefully we're going to see the Squires, get rallied by Coach Zortman and come back out with a strong second half. But we'll let the football talk up to George and Tony when they get back over here. I do want to give a huge thank you to Squire Guild members, Trummer Family Dentistry, GNS Foods, Donald B. Smith Roofing Incorporated, McSherrystown Home Association, Griffith Plumbing Services, the McSherrystown K, Council number 2551, and the Ladies Auxiliary. Hanover Auto Team, David Ross, Donics, Thrivent, Molly Bruce, Conawago Enterprises, Conawago Contractors, UMC. Thank you so much for supporting our Squires. And for more information how you can help support our students both in their academic and extracurricular activities, please reach out to Mr. Matthew Thomas, who's our Director of Engagement. His information is on the screen, and you can scan the QR code for more information. Support our Squires, internship opportunities, mentoring. Prayers are always welcome. In fact, please keep praying that we can keep our connection. Also, you can reach out to Mr. Thomas. He will talk about how you can support our coming Squire. Do want to let you know that the show is selling yard flags for $20 each. Your purchase can be sent home with a current student or picked in the office Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Today by scanning the QR code on your screen. You can also check out the MyDCHS app or website for more information, not only about this, but everything we're going to talk about here at halftime. The Toys for Tommy Toy Drive is accepting donations from now through December 1st to benefit the Johns Hopkins Snowflake Station, where parents of pediatric patients can choose gifts for their children. An effort led by alumni Margaret Greenwich, class of 2018. Toys for Tommy memorializes Delone Catholic graduate Tommy Ladani. And he's class of 2018. He passed away on November 15th, 2018 from a rare form of cancer. So you can drop off your new toys in the box outside the main office. Monetary donations are also welcome via Venmo to @Margaret-Greenwich, Grenchik. That information by scanning the QR code on your screen. So please support this effort if you're looking to support a family in need. We do want to give a shout out to all of our students who are taking the stage for our town. Tonight was their at 7 p.m. You can still catch them tomorrow at 7 p.m. and it's on 2 p.m. You can scan the QR code to purchase tickets and get more information. If you haven't seen the production, it's a really great. I haven't, of course, seen it because we're up here, but I've had an opportunity to listen a little bit to some of the dialogue and talk to them. They did have did the staff, I'm talking to Bill, did the staff get a chance and the students get to
Some here and there. Actually, grade schools weren't even able to come up.
Oh, okay.
But they did do a dress rehearsal Thursday.
Okay, so the dress rehearsal on Thursday. So the people I've been talking to have said it's a really good show. We're going to try and get there if we can, the calendar allows. But check it out if you're looking for something to do this weekend. The 2024 Adams County Chorus Festival will be held on Friday and Saturday, 23rd, at New Oxford High School. That's this weekend as well. Delone Catholic is pleased to announce that Ashley Heacock, Ivy Nieves, Langdon Bailey Stetter, Mika Riley Stouter, sorry, I'm looking at Brooke Strasbaugh, and Laura Weir have been selected to participate. So a shout out. The public concert will be held Saturday, November 23rd at 2 p.m. at the New Oxford School. And this year's guest is Dr. Kyle Zuchik from Lebanon Valley College. Concert tickets will be sold. Tickets are $7 for adult, $5 for students, and free for children 5 and up. You have your last chance for your Squire uniform and banner auction, so you want to check that out. You can scan the QR code on your screen or check out the website for Delone or the MyDCHS app. And don't forget, we have your commemorative t-shirts available. The Squire Football Made History. Take note of the squirrel. If you don't know the story, ask somebody. We're not going to have time to cover that today, but the Devout Catholic Squirrels, it's your one chance to get that shirt. Our Little Squires Christmas party is coming up. Saturday, November 16th, the Delone Catholic Squires football team made school history the t-shirt. So the little Squires, put on your PJs, grab a blanket, and join us for crafts, games, storytime, snacks, holiday fun to children in pre-K through 3rd grade on Friday, December 6th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Delone Catholic Cafeteria. Look for a special appearance by Santa Claus, and please RSVP for this free event by scanning the QR code on your screen. The Squire Store, get your shopping done early for the Squire fans in your life. The Squire Store will be open from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the Shepherd lobby on Saturday, December 14th. You can also check out the school store by contacting Mrs. Sutphin and Mrs. Knoll, or talking to the office to make arrangements during regular school hours. You can save $5 for every $50 spent. Clearance items are available while they last. This particular event on December 14th is an in-person only event. Cash and checks only are accepted. The items are different than those available on the 24/7 BSN Sideline store. So check out the deals there. The annual Christmas concert is upon us. Sunday, December 15th, 6:30 p.m. Mark your calendar. You're not going to want to miss this. The Arts of Delone Catholic present concert on the stage in the Delone Gym. The performance will feature junior band, clarinet ensemble, jazz combo, junior band ensembles, chorus, and concert band. All are welcome to attend. Donations will be accepted. So come support the band and congratulate them for all their hard work. They've been practicing hard for this. The new edition of the Squire magazine is here. Scan the code on your screen to read the magazine and subscribe to your preference. We have some upcoming future Squire nights. On December 13th, the girls basketball versus York Catholic. January 14th, wrestling versus Littlestown. January 17th, boys basketball versus York Catholic. Students kindergarten through 8th grade are free with an admission of a paid adult. There's always activities going on. And have your future Squires check us out and come up and say hi if we are there live streaming. We have not set the schedule yet for those events, so watch social media. There is a special yearbook sale happening, and who doesn't like a sale? Order your yearbooks today for the sale price of $70. This is a limited time sale. After January 31st, 2025, the cost of the yearbook is going to jump up to $80. So act now and reserve your copy. There are 2 add-on options this year. A nameplate. The cost for the item is $5, comes with a self-adhesive that allows you to attach it to your yearbook. This replaces the name stamp from previous years. And the World Yearbook. This is a colorful insert in the current year events that is available at a cost of $6. You can pay for this via credit card. You can go to yearbookordercenter.com and use the order number 4186 to place your order. Checks may be sent to the attention of Elizabeth Taylor at Delone Catholic in the envelope to include your check made payable to Delone Catholic. The student's name and grade and what you are ordering. You may have already received an email from the Varsity Yearbook. This is our publishing company, and send the periodic reminders with links available for ease of ordering. If you have questions, please email Mrs. Elizabeth Taylor at etaylor@delonecatholic.org or Mr. John Forney. Okay. Season passes now on sale. Sorry, some technical difficulty here. So let me fix that problem while I... Season passes are now on sale online at the main office, Delone Catholic High School. So you can scan the QR code and get a season pass for the remainder of our Squire sports season. And of course, the MyDCHS app is where you can stay in touch, figure out what your school lunch schedule is, what day, if it's an asynchronous day or red day, blue day, know what's going on with neighboring events. And whenever you guys are ready, I will turn it back over to you. You tell me.
We can go.
Okay, give me 1 second and I'll hand things back over.
And we're back here, 4:25 left in halftime. And George, we got some stats courtesy of Tom Sixus of the Gettysburg Times, who's here with us. First downs, Muncy 14 first downs, Delone 3. 28 rushes for 238 yards for Muncy, 8 rushes for 3 yards for the Squires, 83 yards passing for Muncy, 157 yards passing for the Squires, for 321 total yards to 165 yards total yards. One penalty for 5 yards, one penalty for 5 yards for both teams, and both teams lost a fumble. However, Austin Johnson, 16 carries, 176 yards, 2 TDs, a 1 catch for 16 yards and a TD. Warmer has 6 carries for 49 yards, and Iyer is 4 for 5, 83 yards and a TD throwing the ball. For Delone, Staub is 7 for 13 passing for 157 yards and 1 TD. Ford has 4 catches for 70 yards and 1 TD. The big fumble, the 13-point turnaround, the Squires were going in to tie it up, and fumble at the 3-yard line after a 60-yard passing pickup has been the big play of the first half. And George, I think that and Superman Johnson out there is the story of the game.
Tony, I would really like to see his yards per carry after contact on the season.
Yeah.
He breaks a lot of tackles. You can see he's got great balance. He runs really hard. Just a hard runner to bring down. Delone just trying their best to defend him, but sometimes, as you said, you just got to tip your hat to a good athlete.
And they moved him around. They came out and had him at fullback there for the first couple drives, and all of a sudden they moved Warmer back out to wingback and put another fullback in, and he got the tailback position. Yeah. So he was slipping out of the backfield, and the quarterback, like we said, they don't throw a lot. They're 4 for 5 for 83 yards. And the last play that got him down here when they attempted the field goal, he just lofted that up in the air, and the kid ran underneath it.
Yeah, I would expect that Delone is probably defensively going to crowd the line of scrimmage, try to get to Johnson earlier, and make this team move the ball by passing the ball. I think you've got to get Johnson early, close to the line of scrimmage, or you're not going to get him at all.
Well, that's exactly what they're going to have to do. I mean, they have to stop the run. I mean, they almost got to give something up. And Johnson showed when they ran a couple decent counter plays to him, you can't let him get in the clear because one person, it's very hard to bring him down.
And that's what we saw in the first half, Tony. The counters going back with Johnson carrying the ball. We had a defender there where he was supposed to be, but one defender can't bring him down, and they really utilized that to their advantage, no question about it.
Well, what did we say he had here? 176 yards in the first half.
Yeah.
So that puts him over 2,500 yards for the year.
Yeah.
So, there's not too many people in Pennsylvania that ran for 2,500 yards in a year.
Yeah. The other thing, Tony, stuck out to me was Styles Eiler, the quarterback. He kept plays alive back there in the backfield. Delone's got to get to him and put pressure on him and take him down and not let him extend those plays. They got the work cut out for him the second half. It's a 2-possession game, 20-7. Very important for Delone to come out when we get the ball. Hopefully can take it down and make this a 1-score game again.
Yeah, and Delone was going in for the tying score when they fumbled. It just seemed like they got down a little bit, and but then again, they missed that field goal there at the end of the first half. So that might be a spark for the Squires. See what they can do with the ball here in the second half. But like we said, they're probably going to have to put that ball up a little bit to move the ball and loosen some up for because the running game has really been non-existent tonight.
Yeah, pretty stout defense at the line of scrimmage for this Muncy team.
Well, number 70, Nick Delaney, and number 70, Hamp, and number 71, Nick Delaney, they've been just controlling everything in the middle there. And Delone they had a few drops too. Hicks dropped one, and we had a slant drop early in the game too. So, Staubby, after we criticized him a little bit early for hurrying his passes, but he has settled down and put the ball on the money here recently. So we'll have to see what happens. Delone going to get the ball here to start the second half. They're down 13, but if you look back at Muncy's season, they've been up 28, 30 points by halftime in most of their games. Mm-hmm. So Delone's hanging in there.
2-possession game, as we said. Important Delone.
Both teams hurt by fumbles.
Yep.
Delone's fumbled at the 3-yard line, and Muncy fumbled going in. They, you know, their quarterback was sacked, and he gave up the ball down here in their first drive. So looks like they're going to kick off here.
Looks like Muncy's done a lot of work this week learning to defend the wing T. Last week they had an awful time trying to defend it. Their coach said they didn't do a very good job.
Well, and Delone doesn't run a pure wing T like they used to, but they still run the wing T, philosophy. Now, the kickoffs have been being driven into the front men here at Delone, and Delone have been getting pretty decent field position on the kickoffs.
Yeah.
So here come the Squires out in the field. And let's see, we got, is that Logan Ford back deep along with Smith back there?
Yep. Well, let's see if our special teams can make something happen here. The start of this third quarter.
Looks like Hartzell's going to, and Hartzell had, on that field goal, he had enough leg, he just pulled it a little bit to the left.
Yeah.
So Hartzell to kick off again. Again, he pops it in the air. Going to come to the up back for the Squires. That's Holtenstein, and he's going to give Delone decent field position again up around the 45-yard line.
Yeah, great field position for Delone to start.
See where they mark it.
40, about the 48.
No, they're going to mark it at the 43 now. 1st and 10 for Delone at their own 43. Stahl brings them out of the huddle. Let's see what Coach Zortman has dialed up here at halftime. Ford and Cole over here to the left side. Smith gets the ball. And the ball's on the ground, and it's covered by, looked like Muncy got it. Smith had about 2 yards, and he was wrapped up, and the ball hit the ground. Rolled around, and Nick Delaney, number 71, who I mentioned earlier, picks it up for Muncy at the 46-yard line of Delone, and that's where it'll be.
Well, about the worst thing that could happen for Delone right there.
Just happened.
Just happened. Turning the ball over. Okay. And very unfortunate. He has not put the ball on the ground much at all year.
No.
Just an unfortunate situation, bad timing. I don't expect anything different from this Muncy team. They're just going to run this ball right down our throats unless we can step up and stuff them.
Well, Johnson's tailback. They got Warmer up at fullback this time. Give to Johnson. Scoots through. Breaks into the clear. He's at the 30, 25, 20. 15, 10, 5, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. First touch of the second half here, and he takes it off 45, 46 yards for the touchdown.
You can remember this is the day you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow. Muncy leads
26-7.
Well,
Let's see if Muncy goes for 2 if they're going to kick it.
He looks like he gets into that hole and then just has a jump stop. You know what I'm saying? And eludes that first defender and gets to the outside. Just hard for one man to bring him down.
The kick is up and it's good. Makes it 27-7. So the fumble and the ensuing 46-yard touchdown run by Johnson, which puts him way over 200 yards for the night, makes it 27-7 the Muncy Indians, and Delone's going to have their backs against the wall here.
I'd say their backs are to the wall, that's for sure.
See if Delone can get good field position again and try to do something with the ball this time. The winner plays next week against Westinghouse or Bishop Guilfoyle. Westinghouse out of District 8, which is a suburb of Pittsburgh, and Bishop Guilfoyle up near the Altoona area. And they must be, he has a big foot on him, so they must be trying to keep it away from our deep guys. This another low line drive, that ball's going to go out of bounds. So I think it comes out to the 35 or 40 yard line. And don't you think that's a little unusual with the foot he has? That
I am somewhat surprised.
Are they trying to keep it away from our deep guys, or?
Yeah. But
so Delone's going to take over here in the left hash at the 35-yard line, which it's probably their worst starting position on a kickoff all night long.
And I was going to say the same thing. You're right. Well, 27-7.
Here come the Squires. They got wide outs, 2 wide outs to the right, 1 over here to the left. Quick pass out to the flat. Cole has it out there. Spins out. Good for maybe 8 yards.
Well, easy pitch and catch, Tony, because there's nobody.
That was Ford. I'm sorry. I keep getting the 9 and 8 mixed up. Trying to look through this.
Easy pitch and catch.
Yep.
Okay. Take what the defense gives you. Okay. Defender playing way off of him.
So Delone is moving the ball a little bit through the air, but their running game has been stifled all night long. Staub takes the ball.
Yeah, just
gives to Smith. Does he have the first down? I believe he does.
He does.
Second effort got him across the 45 up to about the 47. 1st and 10.
Some real good hard running there, Tony. He was hit at the line
Yeah,
of scrimmage.
I was ready to call him down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
And
hard running.
ended up getting 4 yards. 1st and 10 for Delone.
By Braden Smith, and a tough run picking up that first down.
That's the 4th first down of the night for the Squires. Staub back to throw. Has a man out here in the flat, and it's caught down to the 40-yard line. First down, and Ford makes that catch.
Well,
Squires get down to the 40-yard line in Muncy territory.
2 receivers to the left side, Tony. The 1 receiver runs the defender off deep. The 2nd defender gets behind the linebacker and gets open. Good pass by Zach Staub. Taking again what the defense gives you. That linebacker can't get that drop quick enough to cover that pass.
2 backs in the backfield now with Staub. Slot over here to the left. Give to Smith, but he's met right in the backfield, and let's see who that was. That was number
66, I believe.
66 making that tackle. That's Nazar Miller.
Yeah, sophomore, 6'2", 240.
2-yard loss.
I think he's playing that tackle position inside from his right tackle position. Just busted that play up.
Well, the front 4 is pretty stout there for
yeah, good size.
Staub again back in the backfield. Motion across. Give to Smith. Smith has a little bit of room in the outside.
Got the corner.
Turns the corner, and he's down almost at the first down. Let's see where they mark him. He's going to be maybe a yard or 2 short, down to about the 32-yard line. And that time he did get the corner.
Yeah, some good blocking on that right side to seal it, Tony. He did get the corner, picked up a good gain.
Give him 10 yards on that, and brings up a 3rd down and 2, and obviously they're in 4-down territory now. We're down to 8:45 left here in the 3rd quarter. Motion across. Back to throw. Quick pass out to Logan Ford. And I think he got the first down. If he got to the 30, did he get to the 30? Going to be awful close. Let's see where they mark it.
We're going to move the sticks.
They're going to move the sticks. First down, a 3-yard pickup. Was that Cole or Ford out there?
That was Ford, I believe.
Might have been Cole. Might have been 8.
I believe it was, Tony. You're right. Chris Cole.
Yeah, pretty. Like I said, I've been mixing 8 and 9 up all year long while I stopped the night.
Yeah.
Ball's on the 29-yard line. Squires got a little bit of a drive going here.
Nice little drive going here, mixing it up with a run and pass.
2 receivers again out. Staub going to roll right. Has a little bit of time. Throws over the middle. It's caught. Breaks away inside the 10, down to about the 9-yard line. That was Ford, I think.
Tony finds an opening down there and sits down, and Zach Staub delivers the ball.
That was a great throw.
It was a real good throw. Key there was Logan found the opening, sat down, made himself big, and got the pass. Good pickup. Ball's at the 10.
So Delone's moving the ball a little bit. First and goal to go. Holtenstein trying to get the edge. He gets pushed out maybe about the 6 or 7 yard line on over there. Where they're going to mark him, the 6 or the 7 yard line. Second and goal at the 7 yard line. Pick up a 3.
You got 3 downs to get it in here because a field goal is not going to do you any good. 27-7. You got to score a touchdown.
Fake to Smith. Staub rolls boots to the right here, to the left. Looks to throw. Gets it in the corner of the end zone. And that was a good, he threw it away. Live another day here. 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, it was a good decision there.
He was being pressured by number 76 out there, Nixon Lamper.
Sophomore, 6'2", 210. Sophomore putting pressure on him, holding that edge, not letting Zach get around the corner. Good decision to throw it away. 3rd down here, 3rd and 7. See what Delone can dial up here.
Looks like Logan Ford's a little limpy out there right now. He took a shot in the back on that one catch he made.
Well, Delone spreads things out here, Tony.
Back to throw. Pass out. Oh! Through the hands of the receiver there. And I think Delone's going to go ahead and kick the field goal, George, just to get something positive on the board.
Well,
Cruz is going to tie a 15-yard field goal here. And I
guess it'll be 25, right?
Yep, 25-yard field goal. 24, they're going to make it. Good snap, kicks down. It looks good, and it is good. Cruz with 7:11 left here in the 3rd quarter makes it 27-10.
Well, they got something out of it anyway, Tony.
Well, they wanted to do something positive.
Positive.
24-yard field goal. That's his 8th of the year. To make it 27-10.
Well, Delone's showing a little bit of life on offense, getting.
And they had a nice drive there.
Still searching for those answers on defense.
You know, people are saying, why kick that field goal? Well, you needed something positive to happen. And, you know, I'm not going to second guess. If they'd have made a little bit more yardage on 2nd and 3rd down, it might have been a different story. But you had to come away with something there.
Yep.
Cruz will now do the kicking for Delone, kicking off. Approaches the ball. Drives it low, line drive. Picked up about the 10, up at the 20. That's Durr. He finds a little bit of room, breaks into the clear, brings it up to about the 42-yard line, 41-yard line. That was number 6, Paxton Durr with the return. Good sportsmanship there. Oh, got a penalty. Holding against Muncy, and that's a spot foul. The ball was 22-yard line. They're going to mark them 10 yards back from there, so it's going to be a 12-yard line.
I believe that was Paxton Durr that returned that.
Yeah, that was Durr, yeah.
Yeah, a good offensive player in his own right. He's probably, over his career, from what I understand, played almost every offensive position almost on this team, okay? He's a senior, 5'10", 165, another good athlete for this Muncy football team.
So they're going to set up shop at the 12-yard line, 27-10 with 7:03 left here in the 3rd quarter. And this is a formation we've been seeing most of the night. Tight wing, offset eye, pitch wide to Johnson. He breaks another tackle. It's a theme of the night here. Leaps over somebody and gets tackled. There's a flag out there. I don't know what the flag is for. Let's see what's going on here.
I don't know what that could, maybe holding. I don't know. I couldn't see anything. Looked like Superman jumping over that defender.
Yeah, we heard he does that, and he went over him. Let's see what happens here.
Well, it looks like Muncy's walking backwards, so.
Let's see what the ref calls here. Personal foul.
Personal foul. So we didn't see anything.
No, I don't even know if that's a personal foul. I thought he personal fouled there. I don't know. Oh, you can't hurdle a.
Not in high school. Okay, so we're.
So we learned you can't hurdle.
You can't hurdle.
Of course, we haven't seen that all year,
okay.
so.
So yeah. Well, there's not a whole lot of athletes out there that are going to do it.
And he did it, but brings up a 1st and 10 again.
Actually, it should be about 15, I think. Is that right?
Drug down at the 25-yard line, going to be our 20, right at the first down stick. Let's see if they give it to him. Who carried that ball?